What's poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We have started daily Digimon content thanks to the guys at Slice and Dice. I've been heading over to there, so 2 locals a week now, just to make sure you guys will always be getting content every day in your feed. So if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, we're trying to grow that number and go as nuclear as we can. Onwards and upwards, make sure you have hit the subscribe button for daily content. And we, unfortunately, are staring down quite a difficult matchup. Like, Bagra traditionally does not do well into Devas, because when they got the black sources, they just go in, and if not, they do just be blowing up. It becomes incredibly difficult to kind of make this control matchup work. We are going to swing, and then we're going to get the pop to swing for 2. And you can see that Devas immediately put the hurt on us. Like, luckily at least died on the second check, but like... yeah, if he hadn't died, like, we'd be staring down potentially just looking at, like, game on board if we tried to play anything. Shukao pops a 6k or less, so that pops basically all of our 4s. And even if we're not going 4s, like, decks that kind of dono wall the rookie rush strategy make things very, very difficult. Going to play a Skull Knight for 0 here. And we're considering reaching into the pocket to see what's in his hand and getting rid of it. But the problem is, even if we just draw, he's just going to get rid of something. Plays for 7 is going to load up the Indra in the back. Card was added to his hand though, thanks to the draw, so we're just going to force him to pitch off. But all that's doing is setting up another source for Fanglong. The idea, I guess, is if you're sitting on a single source, if you could reach into the hand, you could just grab the Fanglong or grab the ace and just know what's in there. But we're just going to swing in, we're going to force... well, I mean, we're going to take the block for free, get the save underneath it, draw game 1. This matchup, interestingly, you do get a lot of memory, but, I mean, especially if he turns into a Zulong, then he's just going to be bouncing it, yep. Bounce back to hand, then we're going to get the block. Just, again, getting as much value as he can out of each one. Just going to play you for 3 to set up a brand new one. And we do need to kind of like make blockers. We're gonna use Digimon to put something with save underneath the Uemano. And just draw game 1, just a 1-cost rookie there, very, very nice. We do draw into the Shoutmon, but we don't have anything to do with it. Gonna play Lilith, reducing the cost by 4, 6, 10, so that's be 1-cost Lilith. Mill 4, and then we can take 2 Bagras from trash, and then 2 underneath a Tamer. It's gonna take me a while. Oh wait, yeah. We put 2 under the Tamer, but do not take 2 back from hand, so we'll sort that out in a second. It is the first time I played Bagra in like a month, so my bad. If you already saw the short, you know how this went, and you know how my run went. Also, if you saw the short, thanks. If you're coming here from the short, you know, maybe you're like, oh, you know what? I remember seeing this in a funny little clip. We did some Fortnite dances. I'm down for it. Then, hi. Welcome to the channel. This time I also will say thanks to all the members as well for just supporting the channel. We will make sure to get you all shouted out by name as we just get straight up shouted down by the Heaven's Judgment. Leaves everything except the Digimon. The problem is he didn't like swing or anything, so I can't like this Damemon that's in hand to force a retail would be fantastic. I mean, to be fair, I'd probably just get bounced by or like blown up by something. We're gonna go for it anyway. Choose to evolve for 2, not using the Taiki because we want to save all the sources for like a Blastmon or something, or a Bagra. Alright, so that doesn't tuck, so we don't overflow because it hasn't left the battle area, which is big unfortunately. Now we actually have to find a way to get around it. We're going to swing with Retail, which I think was baiting a block that just wasn't going to happen because, I mean, it's a red source. Gets the pop. Do not know why we did not save. A little bit sloppy on my part there. And I think we're considering... oh yeah, because the card went under the sources, we will burn one. So, like, we're at least getting some triggers resolved. Again, yeah, don't know why we missed the save. That was stupid of me. Even if I didn't want to draw, I could have saved it under the Taiki. We're going to go for the Muso Nightmon. Muso is going to load the Toir, and Toir is going to give us back the 4 memory off of the Digivolve, but it's still a lot of memory to be handing over to a potential Fanglong. I'm gonna go Analog Youth, which finds... It does find the Antela, and 2 Cardinals going to the bottom is pretty good for us. It is pretty good for us, but I don't think we have anything major to do anything with it. We're gonna put the blocker down, and then it's gonna put the Antela in the back, so threatening to go for that Alliance to go Dummy Huge over the next one. Again, Dummy One, I think is a double agent here. Or like, we should have just swung with it first to see what we get out of it. We are just gonna shoot 1 and then we're gonna load 5. We just didn't really play super aggressive here. Because it is gonna choke to 1, but then the Analog Youth is gonna give him an extra 1. I'm thinking maybe we should have tried to see if we could force another Bagra. I think the Bagra does more than the Darkness does here, because Fanglong uniquely can just come down. And even though we did see 2 go to the trash, we are going to see the 4 Great Cardinal Directions play out the Fanglong, minus 16 the board. And that's how you can see that this matchup just becomes really, really difficult. This time we actually do remember to save. But I think we're, what, down to 4 cards now? Maybe even less than that. Probably going to choose to not resolve the Taiki. Yeah, like, we are probably pretty cooked. I think we're still just going to try and, you know, for the culture, we're going to try and make it work. Bring back a Soundbird. Soundbird in the back. Yeah, it looks like we've either got 1 or 2 cards left. We are going to go for the Bagra. Okay, we're going to go for the full Digicross. Darkness Bagra comes down for 10. And then Digicross. Are we not going to load the I mean, I guess we don't need to load the Digimon blocker because we know that we're just going to get shrunk anyway. So Digimon Effect, we're going to shoot something, but like swing, and he's going to put 4 back, and he's just going to kill everything. Because he gets to kill it before our trigger goes off. So away goes the stack. And that's going to be check 1. He did kind of throw here, though. He had the memory to evolve, which would have been burn 1, check 1, but unsuspend off the Azulong to swing for game.
Matrix Digivolution.
Yeah, today's sponsor is me. I appreciate everyone supporting me as they have, and there are plenty of other ways to support. The memberships, Twitch Prime, and all of that are great ways to do so, and just making sure that in addition to slapping like down and making sure you are subscribed, there are plenty of other things that I do that I really love doing and take a lot of work, and appreciate if you guys also gave them a shout and gave us some honest feedback on them, because the only way we can make them better is if people tell us what they like and dislike. But yeah, that's it for today's sponsor. Appreciate you if you didn't skip it. Back to the video. Alright, going into game 2. Well, we went for the mulligan, and we actually found the Ute, so it did kind of work out. And we're actually going to see early Analog Youth here, which is going to get the pickup of the Black Source, put up the Tamer to stop the Chump Rush. Going to go Dummymon, which is going to force him to be on something that answers it. If he blocks it, it does have retail, and you see he's thinking, whoa, that is a very clogged hand. We're going to hit a Crimson Blaze, which is going to draw 1, and then we are going to save. It's going to give us a little bit more value. Whilst we're going through that, though, I want to say a big ol' shout out to the members at the Mega level, the Tier 3, as well as an Ultimate. We do have Justice Josh. And then for the remainder of the Ultimates, we do have the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the sticks, and 3 Strike Rule. At the Champion level, getting that extra bonus content from the podcast, we do have Shinny Carry, Coffee Deus, and DHM. And then for the rookies, we do have Bradley Robb, Seb Bainbridge Cubes, and Greatness Beam. Shout out to the DigiEggs as well, Tamer Jambo and John Esposito, and everyone that has been subbed to us on Twitch. It can be free if you do have Amazon Prime. If you don't, but you still want to support us, maybe you watch the podcast a lot and want to get some extra mono coins to spend on Lethal or Living or anything like that, then appreciate all of y'all as well. All on screen. Are we going to Digicross a Shoutmon to make a Gundramon? Okay, we're going to play it for 4. I think we're running low on pieces, and the decision to put a Restodramon underneath the Uamano is a decision that will cost us a lot in the future. I'm going to play the Fanglong for a very, very expensive cost, which does get the full clear. I'm loading up the blocker sources off that Shoutmon getting cleared, and we are going to move out. I think yeah, okay. We're going to go Damemon here, and we're going to try and put the Gumdramon underneath it, because we want it to be cheaper, and we want to kind of just force something. What we haven't realized at this point is there is no last, like, Sovereign. He just hasn't found one. What we probably could have done is if we had the Arrestdramon and we hadn't just binned it off, we would have been able to do something like play Rookie, give it Rush, and then Blastmon to put him on, like, show me something. But we're gonna int a whole lot of sources in now. It's minus 16, so it's gonna... See, the problem is it's just gonna kill something. We're doing this just to kill. So I think what we're gonna try and do is we're just gonna try and low pass and take a body off the board. And then we'll load up the 5 sources, as is the culture. And yeah, Mother D gonna be moving out, and we're gonna swing, send all of them back. It's gonna hit a Buzzing Fist. We're gonna choose not to play a U, definitely not just because we don't have one. Here comes the Tagiru, and we have yet another Deva played. And still no Sovereigns. So yeah, we could have been on a situation where we were in, like... Oh, we have Calling as well. We actually would win this game if we hadn't put the Arrester. If the Arrester was not binned off like 2-3 turns ago, then we'd be able to do another rookie evolve Arrester for game, because he didn't draw into the Sovereign. Because we would have been able to do that, and we would have been able to Blastmon, which you can see in hand there, because we did have the Calling. So even though it would have gotten answered or would have died or whatever, like, we would have been able to lock it down. Like, genuinely, we had game here if we hadn't binned off our one of Arrester, which is, you know, unfortunate, but learning experience. I think all in all, I'm relatively happy with how I played this. I still maintain this matchup is unplayable. Being able to shrink 16 just kind of puts us exactly in range of getting cooked, but it is what it is. Not having Rush on the bodies, of course, makes things very, very difficult. Give me a Uemano that can, like, bottom deck itself to give Rush or something. I don't care. Just give me a second one that's not trash, and give my bodies Rush, please. Not all of them, just some of them. Gonna put down another Floodgate. I think we're just trying to put as much as we can on the board. It doesn't really matter here because he's gonna swing and it is gonna minus... Oh, no, it does matter. Because he can only -4 because there's only Vicalara. So we'll use this to pitch 5. And then we are gonna force the crash. And then we are also going to pitch 1, and we still have the block. It is a 1k blocker, so we just barely live. And then he's gonna play Lysandre. I'm actually not sure why the level 5 died. It's not like we had Retell or anything, but I do not think it matters. Anyway, I'm gonna use the Shoutmon to play out a U for when this dies. Like, again, this is another situation where, like, if we could swing, like, if we'd done those other 2 checks, we would have been in a situation where we'd be able to swing. Even if he Blast Evolves, we'd be sitting on a... it would be just sitting on Calling for a Rush. Finds another Fanglong. Fanglong is going to do -4, and it is going to save. Ah, whiffed on the Monimon accidentally. Anyway, 2 cards left in deck. But yeah, we just have to make 5k blockers is the problem, so it has to be Mad Leomon plus something else. That's a 4 cost. Can we go any higher than that? Yeah, well... Ah, Loyalty is going to find one. Doesn't get to bin off the rest. Is going to swing. And Loyalty is going to be enough to close out with the blocker. So Dave is going to take it 2-0. If you like what you saw and you do want to see more, make sure to join the growing number of subscribers and even the growing number of members. And if you're liking the daily Digimon content, then I'll see you same time tomorrow. Until next time, though, have yourselves a damn good one.